Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This new slime room is looking pretty good, I've got to say. I'm rather impressed with how this has turned out. That Puff Prince is just bombing around, like, chewing up all the oxygen in here. All the polluted oxygen anyway. He looks like he's having a rough time. Gotta say. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to go from here. Apparently there was a couple of skill points that need to be looked at. And there's also... Oh, we're out of algae again. Okay, well then I think it's time that we deleted these bits and built our algae distiller. Let's get that set up. And probably deconstruct this and that. And we'll put in the last couple of bits over here. We'll go for a mechanized airlock on this. The power socket has to go on that side, apparently. That's fine. Get a new diffuser in there, and power connection in there. But that will be good for just keeping the atmosphere in. Hopefully it will help to keep the rest of the room at its ambient temperature, and we'll get another couple of flower pots in. No, I can't build one there yet, but I do want to go on a little bit of a quest for some more water seeds, because while this is sort of working, I think we really need to get the rest of these plants in place. Also, the air in here is really fluctuating. It's all over the place. Although this is probably going to end up being a completely CO2 environment eventually. Right, there we go. I can get another flower pot in there. And that has the rest of the room finished. That poor Draco is going to be stuck in here for the rest of his life, though. Although you are in old age. You're 117 and you only live to 150, so you'll probably, sadly, die off eventually. We could do with trying to get out into this frozen biome to go and get some more wheezeworts. But what I'm thinking of doing is extending this out over this way and building like a proper corridor out into this that we could eventually, I'm thinking of bringing a corridor out and then bringing some walls up on either side so that we can start extracting all of the nasty air that's in this space and put some liquid locks in like at various junctions so that we can have like kind of more extended corridor that people can run around without any serious issues. So that bleach stone is probably going to have to move. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some stuff down on a 1 and I'm just going to plot out like a corridor that these guys can go about building when I finally issue the correct orders for it, and like everything will be good. So come down here. So I also really want to get down here to get the algae. So yeah, what I'll do is we'll set up another liquid lock down this end. But I am going to have to dismantle this little gas setup, so I'm hoping that this pipe system's got enough in it that we can probably just deconstruct the things that are currently a part of all of this. Just deconstruct some of the wiring up to about that point. Disconnect all the pipes and everything as well. But I think this should work fairly well, provided I get things in properly. We could also blockade this up in this little section, so we'll put like proper tile in there. And am I able to do, I can deconstruct these insulated tiles along with the mesh tiles and all of this other stuff around here. It's just these bits, like the lockers and all the actual equipment here, I can't do anything with, and it's kind of infuriating. Because it's all made of oh, that's made of steel. You're made of steel as well, aren't you? Yeah, so I should be able to deconstruct you. But it won't let me. Oh, they decided to put some of this stuff in already, for some reason. That's strange. Some bits seem to have gone in on a 7. It's weird. What I might do is I might pump all this chlorine out on this side over into this space. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, it'd be nice to try and encapsulate all of this into this space as well, and we can just kind of pump all of this clear so that we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, what I will do is bring this up to around about here, I guess. And once we got all this cleared out, we can actually pump all of this air out into, you know, different locations. We could even just move all the hydrogen up into this space up here, get all the chlorine down into this. We can have things a little more organised. There's some carbon dioxide down here as well, which is just not nice. Oh god, they broke into this as well, so all the chlorine is going to be moving in here. Oh, that's going to be bad. I mean, at least this room's all sorted for now. Like, less of a problem. I'm just hoping that the tiles and the water in here are actually going to cool down. Because we're getting the cold air, but the air doesn't seem to be affecting anything else, really. I mean, it is somewhat, I suppose. It is cooler over this side than it is over here. So maybe it's just, as the rest of the room decreases in temperature, maybe that will help, like, even things out everywhere. Yeah, these bits are getting done on a 7 so that we can actually get them finished. That is deconstruction errand. Is that reachable? Because it looks like it's not, so we can deconstruct that bit. But this will give the duplicants like an additional kind of space to be able to go and grab oxygen. They don't have to run all the way back over here. So important to get all this stuff sorted. It's going to be good once it's done. But while we're at it, yeah, we're still lacking oxygen, so Algae Distiller is going in up here. I haven't checked to see if the somebody was suffocating, but I think it was May. I think you're all right. You've got slime lung again, but hopefully we'll be able to decrease the amount of issues we're going to have with that. Are you all right? You're not even able to get up that far to be able to do any work. Ooh, that's bad. Bloody hell. I think everybody's struggling up that way. Yeah, May, you really need to kind of chill out, because you can't get up that far. Okay, Algae Distiller is now going to be plugged up, but we do need to figure out whether or not the liquid output, whether the polluted water that this thing is going to produce, if that's going to have any germs in it. So what I'm going to do, just to test that, I'm going to bring a little bit of wall over this way. Just a little bit like that. I'll put a liquid vent in just there. And we'll just test to see if this is going to output any nasty water, or if it's just going to be, if it's just going to be fine to go back through this water sieve. Oh wow, this really filled up with CO2, didn't it? I mean, oh, look at these little slicksters, they all hatched. Oh, they are really enjoying that diet of carbon dioxide. Oh, oh, they're having a fun time. I'm happy for them. Yeah, I'm going to need to redo their room. I need to put something in that's going to have mesh tiles, so that they can kind of dribble all this stuff out, and then that can get pumped into a proper tank for oh god, there's slime lung in here? Oh no. Why is there slime lung everywhere? I don't know. But we're going to mop all this up. Yeah, I need to sort something out so that we can have a bit more of an automated system where they can just have some CO2 pumped in, and then the crude oil can go down and get pumped into, you know, a liquid pump that can then send it off into a big tank like this. Of course, this is going to have fucking slime lung in it. Oh, bollocks. And that's just going to propagate fucking everywhere. Okay. You really need to stop. So you're going to be a priority 1, I guess, or just disable building. Which means you also need to be up on a higher priority now. I mean, we need algae. But I need a better way of producing or getting algae, which is kind of why I'm doing this, is so that we can get down here. There's loads of polluted oxygen, hydrogen, chlorine, all that sort of stuff in there. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me that polluted water here would be full of fucking slime lung. Although those germs are dying off very quickly. Ooh, okay. But yeah, of course, slime lung fucking everywhere. Okay, you need polluted water. So those should get delivered up here. But obviously it is now bedtime, so everybody's going to be getting busy with that. Yeah, let's put you on at 8 so we can get rid of that little bit of pipe. This looks like it's coming together okay. We need a couple of bottle emptiers there and there. Another one's there and there. Oh, this water is dropping in temperature. It's happening slowly. It is going to be very slow, of course, but yeah, it's getting there. Ambient temperature in the room is dropping. I mean, these Wheezeworts on their own might actually be able to pull this off, but I would like to give them as much of a boost as possible. Ooh, things are going to be interesting. All that polluted water got moved, so that's good stuff. And it seems that the impact from the slime lung was fairly negligible. Not too much of an issue. But maybe we could just pump that water up into this overflow pipe that goes in here, and then we could eventually just get all of this stuff sent over. Also, these pipes are doing very well. They're very full. That's alright. There's another Wheezewort up there. Yes, so that's another 3 at least. These are sleet wheats. Not quite what I'm after. There's polluted dirt as well. But yeah, this is going to be a very cold biome. Like, right next to the 74 degree heat down here. Like, how this stuff is still, like, just about frozen is beyond me. Let's finish digging this out so we can put in the rest of this roof. We're coming down here fairly nicely. Just trying to get things set up down here for another liquid lock at the bottom so that we can go after that algae. How's the oxygen in here? Oh, the oxygen in here is not looking good now. Fuck. Yeah, we're going to have to start producing slime with the algae, I think. So, these liquid pumps, or liquid pipes, are going to be going in there. What I might do is actually send the liquid pipe, or the waste pipe, directly up here into the sieve. So we'll connect it up with this bit. So we'll drag that line up there, and then it can plug in over here. And then you can be re-enabled. That vent, now liquid vent can go. Deconstruct that. Oh, everybody's busy with their skill points, and I'm too busy, like, trying to get other stuff working to deal with them. It's cruel, I know, but that's my current issue. Oh yes, I forgot about the storage bin here for all of the bleach stone. I'll have to move that down here, I think. God, we've got a lot of stress. May is not doing well at the moment. What's causing your stress? High morale. Oh, that's minus per cycle. It's the sopping wet. It's going back in and out of these liquid locks. Well, I mean, once all of this stuff is sorted, I'm going to be removing this liquid lock. So that's going to make things a little bit easier on you guys. But we need to get out and open up the this world for ourselves. Oh, there's a print available as well. Some fried mushrooms, yeah, why not? I mean, we've got over 200,000 calories in food at the moment. But yeah, what's to stop us from having more? God, how have we got 17,000 calories in meat? And of course, like, fucking loads of lice loaf, as always. Maybe I should be bringing on more duplicates. I should really start looking into that. Mop a little bit more of that crude oil up, please. Oh yeah, no one can reach the pipe up there to make that. But yeah, the CO2 is getting bad again, and just the general quality of the air is not looking good. We need to do something to get some get some algae going. So I'm hoping getting the slime or the algae distiller running again will help. But fingers crossed, I mean, it's not outputting a massive amount of polluted water. You know, it's going to take a while for this thing to kind of, well... Yeah, it's taking a little while for it to fill up. And it doesn't seem like the... Yeah, it seems like with the polluted water, the food poisoning is overriding the rest of it. Especially seeing as the water that's coming out of this is going to be clean. So, yeah, the water's got food poisoning germs, but it's not showing any signs of slime lung. So, small mercies, I suppose. But fingers crossed, it means we'll be able to get the oxygen diffusers online again. I mean, yeah, that's building up a... it's hard to keep an eye on that number, but it's building up a decent supply of algae. We've already got enough to get the diffusers back online. But I suppose we should enable these carbon skimmers again. And maybe pump a little bit more CO2 in for the little slicksters, so we can get more crude oil from them. Okay, things up here are looking good, so we're going to deconstruct these bits of ladder, and then we're going to issue some orders to drop some water up this way. I'll try and deal with one of these locks at a time, just to make things a little bit easier, but I'll put some airflow tiles in over here as well. Well, once we got all of this completely sealed in, we'll put some gas pumps in, and we'll try and get all of the, we'll put some filters in as well, so we can send all of the hydrogen up to the top, and all of the chlorine can come down into this space here on the left. It should work out alright. This water level is getting kind of low. We've used up a fair bit of this. Right, how's the air looking? Still high on the CO2. You guys need to come up to a 9, I think. I want the oxygen diffusers to be top priorities if there is algae to deliver. Because we need to keep that air looking good. And yeah, I think we can shut this off now as well. There's a lot of carbon dioxide floating out of that room. The slicksters are going to be very happy, but I think there's a bit too much in there right now. I mean, once we get in here, we can start like pulling all of this polluted water and clean water out. We could maybe even try and get a pump down here. I mean, this is very hot down here. So I'm not 100% sure on how best to approach this. Probably going to need an exosuit set up for everybody. Which could prove to be a problem, but we can manage, I guess. But yeah, the main thing I want out of this space is going to be the Weezeworts. There's also a bit more algae, so we could dig out over this way to go and claim that. There's some more up here, and I think... Oh, there's another Weezewort up there. Okay, that's 4 that I've got my eyes on. Fantastic. Let's have a look at people's skill points, because I've been ignoring these. I've got 4 people that I need to deal with. Good God. Okay, Turner. More art, I think. Aesthetic design. Lyra, you're finally getting your mechatronics engineering. So congratulations to that. Nicola, you are going for some art fundamentals as well, I think. And Hassan, you are going to be moving on to improved farming too. This algae distiller doesn't quite seem to be working quick enough. Oh boy, we might be struggling. Yeah, so much of this air is looking really rough. Oh god. There's a load of algae down here. Okay, I'm going to try and be sneaky about this. Right, we're going to deconstruct this tile in here on an 8. I'm going to ladder down and then down to here. I'm going to dig out a little bit of space coming down this way. And we're going to just dig out as much of this algae as possible. What are you? You're chlorine. I do not want to disturb you. But yeah, all of this is going to be done on 8. I want this to be top priority. No, we don't disconnect. Oh, I didn't mean to disconnect that wire. I forgot that was there. Okay, put that back in. And then we want another ladder in there. Just, you know what, priority 9 on all this, actually. We need to get down here. We need the algae. Oh, God, and it's fucking night time. We'll probably be able to hold out. But yeah, I mean, we got oxygen with slime lung. Oh, God. That's a lot of slime lung. Shit. Did that come from the... Oh, don't tell me that came out of the oxygen diffusers. Yeah. That came out of the algae. So, am I to presume that I need to try and... Right, I'm disabling this again. Because now slime lung is just going to be spreading. Which is a problem. Printables. Parku, Hatchling, and... Then we've got Nisbet and Bubbles. Okay. I think we're going to have Bubbles. You're interested in supply and art. You're a yokel, you can't do research, which is fine. I'd rather have that than the small bladder. So, Bubbles, you are joining us. Welcome. You're going to be consuming more oxygen, which is a bit of a pain, but if we can just get people down here to do all this stuff, that'd be fantastic. Water up here looks like it's going okay. In fact, I'm going to disable this one, just because I don't think I need both of them active. It's easier for them to go for this one, because they can just get to it off the ladder. Are we digging down? I think we're digging down. Yeah, I think what I need to do to successfully use the algae distiller is I need to kill off all of the slime lung germs in whatever my storage is, and then put it through the distiller. So, oh, and that polluted water is now containing slime lung. That's great. Yeah, that's fantastic. But the oxygen is killing off the slime lung germs pretty quickly, so that's alright. It's just going to be nice if we've got enough oxygen left for people to actually breathe. Right, I think that might do, so we're going to stop that one from having any more water. I'm going to put a tile in here, and then we'll repeat it over on this side, so that we can get the liquid locks up here for the top finished. Then we need one in there, and then we need to finish the one that's down here. But again, struggling for air. We're nearly down here, so we can start clearing out all of this, but... oh, you guys really need to hurry up, because look at the state of this! It's fucking awful. Right, one liquid lock in place. That should hold nicely. We just need to get this one sorted now. And as the others get built, we'll start delivering water to them as well. And hopefully, we'll get this whole thing finished. So that'd be nice. Oh, come on, we're so close to getting the algae. I think as soon as they break into this, everybody should start coming down here to help, because there's a lot of dig orders, and everybody can dig. Doesn't help that everybody's struggling for air at the same time, but... you know, really? You come down here and you immediately have to go back? Oh, I mean, I've got slime lung. It's a rough life, it really is. But there we go, we're starting to dig out some algae. So go and boot up those oxygen diffusers. Oh, yeah, give me some air. Give you guys some air. I'm not the one that needs the air, you do. Both diffusers are now working. Oh, let's hope that this fixes things. Even if it's temporary. We just need something. I mean, once I can sort out a decent renewable water source, we can go about using the electrolyzer. We can just start turning water into oxygen and hydrogen. But I think that's going to involve having to try and work with these steam vents and finding more water sources, like, you know, all this polluted water we can go and process and clean it up. Okay, let's get another bottle emptier in over this way. We can set that up so that we can get that lock running. And we set these bits to a 7. This storage bin wants the same bleachstone properties as that one. We'll set you to a 1. But yes, algae. Algae is important. Oh, there's even more over this way. Along with a very interesting spiral of oxalite and abyssalite. Oxalite? Ooh. Oh, yes, please, oxalite. Okay, digging all the way through to this. I know it's going to suck for you guys being down here with no air, but as soon as you get that oxalite out, there's going to be a full spiral of the stuff that's just going to be able to help re-inject some oxygen into the colony. Oh, that could be good. But at least that air is looking a little bit brighter. It's looking a little nicer. Right, so we're going to set you to polluted water, to regular water, not the polluted stuff. Ugh. No, thank you. Oh, come on, mate. We're nearly there. Ah, damn it. Oh, more skill points earned. Bloody hell. Everybody's getting busy with it today. May's got another one. So I guess we'll give you some more crop tending. Lyra... again? What else do you like? Oh, critter ranching you like doing, so we'll go for that. And Bubbles has got her first one, so we'll give you some art fundamentals, I suppose. I don't quite know what to do with you, but bloody hell, more? Okay, Nails, you've got one as well. You're currently going... oh, you're going for mechatronics engineering as well, so we'll give you that hat now that you've unlocked it. So there we go. Enjoy it. Oh god, there's a morb. Ugh. Don't like morbs. And there we go, oxalite. Acquired. It's not going to be much, but it's going to be something. I mean, look at the quality of that already. That is just fucking glorious. Like, it's pushing out the O2 so much that you can physically see it going. Ah. Oh. That's going to be a bit of a relief once it finally works its way up this side. But we're starting to see things really improve around the diffusers as well, so... It's getting there. Slowly. Slowly but surely. I'm just going to dig out the rest of this algae so that it's available for use. You guys can just dig down here to your heart's content now. You're not going to need to worry about the CO2. Oh, that's a nice relief. And it's slowly pushing its way all the way through. So it will head back up to the rest of the colony eventually. But it's got a very thin passage up here. It's not got much of a vent, so it's mostly this is just going to keep emitting oxygen until, like, mostly this room or this little cavern fills up. The rest of our little access chute is nearly ready. We're just waiting on the liquid locks to be finished, pretty much. We've got a little bit of wall that needs to go down here. But otherwise... Ooh, we get a little chlorine in, don't do that. Right, there we go, sealed off. That's fine, we let in, what, 47 grams of chlorine, it's not a big problem. And in digging out all of that, we've managed to get ourselves 7.7 tons of algae, so I think we might be alright there for a little while. Hopefully. Air down here is great. And air up this way is starting to improve, so, oh. Bit of a relief. How's the slime lung doing? That's all pretty much cleared away as well. We've got floral scents all up this way, which is nice. It must be coming from the bristle blossom. Or maybe the bluff briar. Who knows? This system is really starting to fill up with water again. It's not got much in the way of actual germs in it either. Like, the slime lung really dies off quickly in water. Compared to the food poisoning at the very least. And there we go, we've got everything in place down here as well. So let's get water, enable auto bottle, get going. Just fill up these things. Then we need to sort out some ventilation pumping. So I'm going to get a few gas pumps in, just so that we can get like all of the bits that are in like kind of tucked away in the corners. I'll have to try and squeeze one in down here somewhere as well. But yeah, we'll put some gas filters in that all of the pumps can like sift everything over into like one big kind of vent system or pipe system, so that all the hydrogen can be filtered and sent off up this way. All of the chlorine and everything can be filtered and sent off into this, and then there's a little bit of carbon dioxide that I suppose we can filter and be sent off this way. But as long as everything, as long as all the locks get put into place, that's all that really matters. But oxygen down here is looking glorious, looking amazing, and it is starting to try and work its way up this way. I'll try and help that along by opening things up here a little bit. But once it gets to this little stretch, it is going to prove to be a problem. But yeah, liquid locks, guys, can we be sorting those out? I want those to be the priorities now. So, you know what? Let's just do them on a 9. Encouragement to get it all sorted, get it all finished. Right, let's see what printable we got. Curative tablet. A simple, easy-to-take remedy for minor germ-based diseases. Ooh. Considering I don't want any of the duplicants, yeah, we'll have those. I'm going to help out with the slime lung. Although it's not really going to do much to combat it if everybody's just going to end up contracting it again. But, you know what? It's just swings and roundabouts. You know, we'll deal with it, and then it will come back, and then we'll deal with it again, and it will come back, and you know, it's just it is what it is. I have a rock pile somewhere. Oh, some food decided it didn't want to be food anymore. So somebody should end up taking it over this way, I think. Okay, I'm hoping that this is going to work. I'm not sure if combining the pipes like this might might not work actually. So we'll do. Actually, no. If they're going into the same thing, should work like this. But this is going to be the first filter. This is going to extract the hydrogen, and the hydrogen will go off up this way, and then there will be a vent out here for all of that. What I might have to do down here will be take away like some of the ladder at the bottom so that I can get the pump in, and then once this entire thing's a vacuum, we'll send the we'll re-establish the ladder as it was and go from there. But we'll have a vent out here as well. This one is going to be for the chlorine, and so we'll have another filter. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a squeeze, I think. Yeah, I'll have to put another filter there. So I'm going to have to deconstruct that so we can put a gas bridge. But the rest of the output will go there. And then this will output chlorine, and then whatever's left over should be a mixture of oxygen or chlorine. Should be carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen at worst. There shouldn't be anything else in this space, and I think it is just carbon dioxide down here. So we can probably just send that back into the colony. And you will be outputting chlorine. So we got hydrogen, chlorine, and then leftovers go back into the colony. And that should do the trick. All we need to do is finish sealing off this area and getting the liquid locks in place. Then we just need to power the whole thing, and probably get another pump down this way. And I'm not entirely sure. I think that should be a reachable tile. Should be. But I think I'm going to have to wrap this episode up here, I'm afraid. I'm really looking forward to getting this whole system set up. It's going to be interesting to see if this is going to work. And yeah, if it does work, then we've got a new way of kind of expanding our colony, like certainly for, more of an exploration sort of means. Oh, there's all the hydrogen in here as well that I need to deal with. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this whole system is going to work, whether or not it actually does. But I do want to get over into this space and go and get some more Wheezeworts, so we can finish doing stuff over here with the slime storage. It would be nice to try to get the slime storage perfected. Like, again, I do think it's working. Some of this water is getting, dropping in temperature. It just needs a bit more oomph, I think. But yeah, for now, I will wrap this video up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. There's a thing poking out the ground. It looks like a giant middle finger. What are you? Fucking limestone, of course.